What it is, Commander Shepard's Peace and Grease here, and I have finally finished Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Now, after doing all of the side content, DLC, main campaign, it took me about 57 hours total. But what should you expect from Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition? Well, it received the same graphical upgrades that Mass Effect 2 did. A lot of the textures, lighting, etc., all of these things look better. Now, is this going to be an absolutely groundbreaking difference? No. But it is an improvement nonetheless. The next thing I want to talk about is DLC, of which there is quite a lot in Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 had a lot, almost far more than Mass Effect 1 and 2 did combined. And you're getting the majority, if not all of it, here with the Legendary Edition. Now, yet again, I stand here conflicted just as I did in Mass Effect 2. Well, I understand BioWare's trying to give players a complete Mass Effect experience, and I applaud that. At the same time, I think exclusive items should remain that. In this case, pre-order bonuses. Take, for example, Dragon Age 4. If you have pre-order bonuses with it, why should I bother pre-ordering your game, BioWare? Why don't I just wait a couple of years to bundle it all together, and I just get the pre-order bonuses then? So, yeah, I still think some items should remain exclusive. Furthermore, I would have really liked to have seen some new items, right? A new weapon or two, a new armor set or two. Something for players that already had all of these things to look forward to. So that's something I would have enjoyed as well. Now, there is no there is no multiplayer in the Legendary Edition. And I understand why that is. You'd have to upgrade their servers, which would have cost them a lot of money. They would have made money in the end, quite a lot in my opinion, but I understand why it's not here. But the good news is war assets have been removed from the multiplayer. So now it's just the single player, which is good. Probably one of the biggest improvements, if not the biggest improvement for me personally, is we now finally have a Tali face reveal. Kind of. Now, in Mass Effect 2, many fans, myself included, expected Tali to get a face reveal, which we didn't. And then in Mass Effect 3, we felt very assured that we would get a face reveal because, you know, it's the last game in the trilogy, the last time we see these characters. But we didn't. To add insult to injury, they gave us literally a generic stock photo to represent Tali. But they've come back and they fixed it. And here we finally have a picture of Tali. Thank you, BioWare. I love this. And Tali almost looks elvish in that picture. That's almost a character I would expect to see in Dragon Age. And depending on the codex and characters you talk to in the game, there's still references as to the beauty of the Quarian race. So this is flippin' awesome, dude. And by the way, in order to get that picture, you're going to have to romance Tali, which my male chefs only romance Tali. So that's kind of up to you to decide if you want to experience that. But I do think this is probably the single biggest improvement for a lot of fans out there, myself included. But if you're not a fan of Tali, then this probably isn't even a blip on your radar. Now, at this point, we do need to talk about the obvious, and that being the endings. Ah, yes, the endings. This has been a point of contention for many folks out there. The old red, blue, and green ending. Yep. This has been a hotly debated topic, and for years, and probably will be a hotly debated topic for years to come because of the Legendary Edition. So has the endings been improved? Have the endings been improved at all? No. Not one bit. They're exactly the same from what I can tell. So, I guess at this point, the bad news. If you were okay with the endings before, you'll be okay with them now. If you didn't like the endings before, you won't like them now. Yeah, it really boils down to that. But because of the debate of the ending, a lot of half-baked, brain-dead excuses have arisen for the defense of the Mass Effect 3 ending. For example, this is a doozy. Listen to this one. You just don't understand it, as if there was something complicated or complex about the ending that you just simply couldn't understand. Yeah, there's not. It's the simplest thing in the world to comprehend. Another doozy of an excuse is the whole game is the ending, not just the ending. Really? So is Mass Effect 1's beginning Mass Effect 3's beginning? No. Is Mass Effect 2's middle? Is that Mass Effect 3's middle? No. Each game has a beginning, middle, and end that is its own. While Mass Effect 3 may be the end of the trilogy, the point of contention is the ending of Mass Effect 3. I don't know why that's so hard to comprehend for someone, but apparently they're, I guess, lack of oxygen, oxygen deprived to the brain. Hard to say. But regardless, my point, my problem with the ending is not that Shepard died. This is BioWare's game, BioWare's character. They can kill off, they can do whatever they want to do. But my problem is this: if I were to ask Mass Effect fans who had the best death scene in Mass Effect 3, I would get answers ranging from Thane to Mordin to Legion to countless others. Nobody would say Shepard. That's my point. Shepard's death scene is boring, it's lackluster, it's forgettable, it's half-assed, and there's no emotion, it's just blah. The ending should have been dynamic. The ending should have been amazing for Shepard. And it wasn't. That's my problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I would have loved a happy ending for Shepard. I still want a happy ending for Shepard. But sadly, no such luck. Now, this leads into the question of what about the future of Mass Effect? Don't get me wrong. I would love to have Shepard back, right? And how could they go about doing it? Well, I mean, they brought Shepard back from the dead already in Mass Effect 2. I mean, you got the Geth Collective, maybe the Geth stored Shepard. I don't know. You've got the Prothean, idea of freezing somebody for, many years to come. It's not as if they don't have room to, to maneuver here. They certainly do. I know some people out there love the Andromeda game, and that's fine if you did. To me, it was a total miss. It wasn't as big of a deal as a lot of people made it out to be, but it just, for me, Andromeda was a big miss. So yeah, I would like to have Shepard back, but more than that, I think I would like to see a cameo from Shepard, right? A happy ending showing Shepard going forward, maybe with, I don't know, some other characters. Doing some sort of kind of honor to the Normandy crew, and then maybe a cameo occasionally from Shepard, your Shepard that you designed, and going forward. I don't know, that's kind of my take on it, but we'll have to see what happens for the future. We already got to see a little sneak peek of Liara climbing up that snowy covered Reaper, collecting Shepard's N7 emblem. But you got to ask, why was she there? It certainly wasn't there for just that emblem, because if they had rescued Shepard, then they would have Shepard. They wouldn't need the emblem, right? So yeah, it's kind of a big question in the air as far as the future of Mass Effect. But we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens going forward. Hopefully BioWare can come up with a decent idea. And, I mean, the trilogy is already written in stone, as far as I'm concerned, as one of the... Literally, Mass Effect is the Star Trek of gaming. Okay? Whether you love Star Trek or hate Star Trek doesn't matter. It has had such an impact on the gaming industry, because Mass Effect is just an amazing trilogy. And if you've never played it, stick with it. Gut your way through Mass Effect 1, and I think it'll be well rewarded for Mass Effect 2 and 3. But again, my advice has always been, start with Mass Effect 2, play around with it a little bit. If you find yourself really enjoying yourself, go back to Mass Effect 1, create a new character, start a complete playthrough from 1 to 2 to 3. And keep in mind, achievements are different. You have the original Mass Effect, 1, 2, and 3 that have its own achievements. The Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, they all have their own achievements separate from those achievements, the originals. And then, of course, on top of that, you have the Legendary Edition achievements. So yeah, there's a lot of achievements you can earn with this game if you choose to do so. Many are pretty easy to get. But that's kind of my thoughts and opinions on Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, moreover, Mass Effect 3. Let me know what you guys and gals think down in the comment section below. And until next time, peace out.
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the ancients.
Glory of ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of genophage, expansion plan, problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tuchanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
There's that look in your eye again, Commander. What's troubling you?
The Dalatraz tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests, but familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on him. Why are we stopping?
Rex, you and Mordin stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do. It's dangerous stopping like this. What's going on?
Look at that Reaper. It's the end of the world out there.
That's mine. Whatever you shoot with it belongs to me. And remember to bring it back when you're done, human. Make sure you're always supposed to fight a war without a war. What's happening, Shepard? We can't sit around like this.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemec, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper rebellion over here.
An airstrike alone won't do it. We have to get in that fight.
Damn it. I don't care if we have to build a new road. We're going.
Shepard!
I've lost control. I can't pull up.
Shepard, what's happening?
Rex, get the female out of here now. Go! Artemec, do you copy?
We have to report, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
There's a tunnel over there. Could be a way off.
Get to it!